Okay, we're going to start here in just a minute or two. I'm just making a few last minute adjustments to my slideshow. Yes, I should totally have that done already, but we're going to get started. My graphic is just not going to show up. Okay, everybody. I'll probably give everybody one more minute just to get logged on and ready to go. Sorry you get to stare at a nice blank screen. I made this beautiful slide, but it doesn't want to work, so we'll just deal with it. Not that big of a deal. I'll introduce myself here in a few minutes and we'll get started. It's going to be a fun class. I hope you guys are all excited about learning more about essential oils. I'm going to try to keep it really quick. I know a lot of you are busy moms out there. I totally understand that. I'm a busy mom myself, and so I'll make it a short webinar, but it's going to be chock full of information. I hope that you have a pencil and a paper, and if you printed off that link I showed you earlier, that'd be a good thing to have in front of you. That has the price sheet. It's just an easy way to follow along. You can take some notes, or just a notebook and paper would be great. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start, and this is Essential Oils 101, quick and easy ways to use essential oils in your life. So first of all, I'm Tiffany Durr. I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate. This is my husband right here. I'm a farmer's wife, and we have two little cowgirls that you see pictured there. And I'm also a greenhouse manager at a nonprofit research institution. Now, when I first got started with essential oils, I actually started in the greenhouse using some essential oils that were not doTERRA, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later on. But somebody was having a class at their house about essential oils, and I was blown away. I had no idea that anybody would be doing a class about essential oils, and I didn't know they had any health benefits, so I signed up and I went. And I'd been given a sample of lemongrass before I went, and I had used it on my daughter because she kept getting UTIs. And so I used it on her, and it really helped relieve those UTI symptoms. In fact, by the end of the week, not only did she not have a UTI anymore, she also potty trained, and I was super stoked about that. I think it was just getting those muscles worked out and such to where everything was okay. So, yeah, sorry, I just heard some screaming. I'm the only adult at home. Hold on just a second. Let me see what's going on. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Just had a little bedtime war, and like I said, my husband's a farmer, and he's actually out chasing down some pigs that got loose. And so I'm just going to do this webinar with my daughter Chevy sitting in my lap, and my daughter Carly's going to sit on the floor. So here we go. I'm sorry about that. So what is an essential oil? An essential oil is a natural aromatic compound and is found in plants. Now, if you look at this plant on the left-hand side, that's a peppermint plant. And the picture on the right-hand side is a peppermint plant under a microscope. So those little gray sacklets that you see there, that's actually the essential oil. And you see how there's hairs around it? Those hairs are trying to protect it. So what the essential oil does is, you know, if somebody steps on that plant or it gets a break in the leaf, these essential oils go over and help the plant heal itself. That's what their job is to help heal those areas. And so when we use those oils on ourselves, it helps our body heal itself. It's amazing the type of support you can get. There's steam distilled, And so what that means, or they can be cold pressed, but what the steam distilled means is that they actually steam those leaves and it pulls those oils out. And then since oil and water don't mix, that they let that settle and they siphon up the oil off the top of it. Cold press actually means that they are just doing that. They are squeezing the oils out of it. They're just pressing it through until it's completely, until the oil is extracted. Now, when you're cold pressing, the oils don't last as long. They're usually 2 years. All of our citrus oils are cold pressed. Everything else is steam distilled with doTERRA. They're powerful and they're safe benefits without side effects. So essential oils are incredible with their healing powers. So the history of essential oils. Essential oils has been used for over 5,000 years. It was mankind's first medicine. There's over 188 referrals to essential oils in the Bible. The story of Christ, of course, has essential oils in it with frankincense and myrrh. And this is one of my favorite things that I learned when I'm a little education junkie. I like to self-teach. I like to learn a lot. And so I really love this story. When they opened up King Tut's tomb, there were alabaster jars of frankincense and myrrh, and they were still completely viable 3,000 years later. It's incredible. Now, for you and me, essential oils aren't going to last quite 3,000 years because, you know, when they're sitting in King Tut's tomb, nobody disturbed them, nobody opened them up, they weren't exposed to oxygen. But, you know, we're going to be using our dailies. We're going to be opening up. So they won't last quite 3,000 years, but they will last a really long time. In fact, a lot of cases they'll last longer than you and I. So a little bit about essential oils. There's 4 different types of essential oils, and this slide sometimes screws up and sometimes doesn't, and it's choosing to screw up today. So there's 4 different types of essential oils. There's the first kind is synthetic, and this is something you're going to find in like your perfumes, Bath and Body. There's several different places you're going to find essential oils like that. They're made in a lab. They have no, you know, connection to an actual plant. They're just man-made. They're not very good for you, we're finding out. The second kind is food grade, and this is what you're going to go and find in your cupboards. You know, this is going to have like peppermint that you're using to flavor your teas. They taste yummy, but they have no medical benefits. The third kind is therapeutic grade, and now therapeutic grade is something that you're going to find in like a health food store. There are no federal regulations on essential oils, so when you're looking at those in those health food stores, a lot of times they'll say on the back of it, it'll say, do not use with, or do not apply to skin, only use aromatically, do not take internally. And that's because they're not pure. They can actually be labeled 100% pure essential oil and only have 5 to 10% essential oil in it, and the rest can be a filler of whatever that manufacturer chooses to do. So doTERRA, they knew that they wanted to do essential oils, but they wanted the highest grade possible. They wanted to go above and beyond therapeutic grade and start making their own type of regulations. And so, one of the ways that they did that is they made certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. So what does that mean? Certified pure therapeutic grade means that they're getting tested, every single batch gets tested, and it gets 5 different types of testing, including mass spectrometer and gas chromatograph. And that's really important to know. Whenever you're using essential oil, you want to ask if they are getting tested like that, and if they're getting tested third party. All of doTERRA's oils are tested third party. So it's not just an in-house testing. So we're making sure that those oils are very, very pure. Also, we source our oils from all over the world. As a farmer's wife, that's really important to me. It's one of the things really important to me is that there are no middlemen. doTERRA does an amazing job with their sourcing of the essential oils and an amazing job at having a really good relationship with those farmers. So because plants produce the best quality essential oils when they are grown in their native habitat, then that's why we source them from all over the world. Like our frankincense is from Oman and our lavender is from France, and that's because that's where the plant originated. And so that's where the plant produces the best quality of essential oils and the most beneficial to us. Our lemon is actually from Italy. Who would have thought? But Italy just has a better, you know, healthcare value than the lemon in the United States. So it's really amazing how we source the oil and what all doTERRA does to really help those farming communities. So let's get on with it. There's 3 different ways of using essential oils. There's aromatically, that's when you diffuse it into a room to purify the air or change your emotions. Topically, you can apply it directly to the skin for a massage or for therapeutic treatment. And internally, you can consume it as a dietary supplement for targeted wellness. So we'll get into this a little bit deeper. Aromatically. So essential oils, you guys, they're incredibly easy to use and to put into your daily routine. Aromatically is really easy. You can just put them in a diffuser. It makes your house smell better, but it's also getting rid of impurities in the air. They're the powerful way to affect memory and balance. If you have a college student or a high school student that's studying for a test, if you're diffusing rosemary, it helps them retain that information better. It freshens and improves the quality of the air. Essential oil molecules coat the airways and protect from seasonal threats. And it reduces the amount of airborne chemicals in the air. So there's actually a lot of studies being done with aromatic and using them aromatically in like Vanderbilt University. They're actually using them in their emergency room. And there's also a retirement center that's using them to help with memory care. So topically. Topically is one of my favorite ways to use essential oils. You can use them in the most porous places on your body, behind your ear, on your wrists, and on the bottom of your feet. So anytime you're applying them directly onto your body, you're using essential oils topically. Now, I put them on the bottom of my feet a lot because the biggest pores in our body are there. And so it just very quickly absorbs into your whole system. Peppermint oil, when I put peppermint on the bottom of my feet, I usually taste it within about, I don't know, under a minute. It's crazy. It's really weird. But it's amazing. I mean, it just helps you know that it's traveling through that system at a very quick pace. Also beneficial ways you can use them. You can rub them down your spine, and you can rub them directly over the areas of discomfort. And how much do you use, are you asking, when you're using them topically? Less is more. I always say start with 1 to 2 drops. If 1 to 2 drops doesn't seem like enough in 15 minutes, then you can add more. But 1 to 2 drops is really enough. I mean, if you think about it, when we're distilling them, they're very, very potent. And doTERRA has the best quality essential oils, and so that makes them even more potent than something that you buy at the store. So it doesn't take very much. Now, I'm sure a lot of you can identify with this lady over here. She's got her gloves on, she's got her mask on, she's ready to go clean her house. I no longer have to do that. I use natural properties. I use lemon, I use bergamot, I use several other of the oils just to clean my house with, and Onguard. I love cleaning with Onguard. You know, it's really crazy that we actually think we have to poison our house to clean it good enough so that way our children can play in it. Well, it's just not true. You don't have to poison your house. You can use these natural compounds to get rid of all of these nasty icks in your house. You can do it naturally, and you don't have to worry about your children licking the floor because it's just lemon oil. In fact, it has health benefits. You know, when I put Clorox on the floor, I always wonder if that's any good for my kid to be playing on. So essential oils cost per drop. Now, essential oils for a 15 milliliter bottle, that's what the average size bottle is of doTERRA oils, it's 250 drops. 10 milliliter bottle is 165, and a 5 milliliter bottle is 85 drops. So there are around 250 drops in the bottle in a 15 milliliter bottle. So if you're using 2 drops per application, like I recommend, you can use that oil 125 times before it's gone. Talk about cheap. And the best part is they last years, and you don't have to leave the comfort of your home. It's amazing. So I've taken my kid to the emergency room, not realizing that she had the occasional ear discomfort. I felt so silly after they told me what was going on, but you know, I'm a parent, I'm a mom, and you freak out, you're not sure what to do. Well, that's one of the reasons why I love sharing doTERRA essential oils, is that it's so empowering to have them in your home. So let's say that you have the occasional ear discomfort going on. And what I usually suggest using is 2 drops of basil and 2 drops of Melaleuca. You can apply that to a cotton ball and rub it around the ear and behind the ear 3 to 4 times a day. Now make sure that you're not letting any of that go down into the ear canal. That's very important. Never, never, never put oil down in the ear canal. So you're just rubbing it around the outside of the ear. So with that protocol is $3.06 for a 3-day regimen. Cheap, right? A whole lot cheaper than the alternatives. So we're getting into my favorite part of the class. Let's dive into the oils, all right? So we're going to talk about several oils. I'm going to go through them fairly quickly because I know you guys are all busy. But we're going to start right now with peppermint. Peppermint is potent. There's over 500 uses for peppermint, you guys. So peppermint is always something that you want to keep on hand. How strong is 1 drop of peppermint oil? It equals, let's say that you're trying to get the same benefits out of peppermint tea as you are out of 1 drop of peppermint oil. It would take 28 cups of tea, 28 cups of tea to get the same benefits. So I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be sitting in the bathroom all day long trying to drink all that peppermint tea when I can just use 1 drop of peppermint oil. So the uses include, here are just a very, very, very few of the uses that you can use peppermint for. It's a refreshing mouthwash. Inhale it deeply to invigorate the lungs and increase alertness. You can add it to lavender, to add it with lavender to the neck and to the forehead to calm head pains. Oh, you guys, it's so good at calming those head pains. It's amazing for digestive issues. I have a lot of digestive issues, and let me tell you, peppermint has been a lifesaver. I like the peppermint beadlets. I just put a drop under my tongue, one of those peppermint beadlets under my tongue, and it really helps with my stomach discomforts. It can help lower the body temperature. Remember, if you're going to use this oil on children or infants, you really, really want to dilute it, okay? It's considered kind of a hot oil, which means that it can hurt them. The sensation will really kind of be scary to them, so you want to make sure you're diluting that. It helps with seasonal allergy relief, and it also is an appetite suppressant. So those are just a few of the ways. Another thing I really want to add right now, because it's summertime, another thing that you can use peppermint oil for is almost all pests do not like the smell of peppermint. So always try that. It's really good for getting rid of spiders. It's also really good for keeping flies away. We have lambs that are living like dogs in our house right now. I know it's a crazy farm life that I got going on, but I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. But the lambs, of course, bring flies around. And so what I do is once a week, I mix up some peppermint with some water, and I go and I fling it all over my back porch and really help get rid of it. And I spray peppermint oil around our door frames. It just helps keep that fly population down and away from the house and away from the back door. Lavender. Lavender is all things calming. I hope you guys aren't picking up on that noise. My girls are in here with me. So anyways, lavender. You can diffuse it in a room to help, or apply topically to calm anxiety and soothe emotions. This is something that I like to use in a sleepy time spray for my daughters. I should have used some of it tonight. You can apply it topically to help soothe skin irritations. Okay, guys, here is another summer tip. So you go outside for a little bit too long and you come in and your skin's pretty red, right? What can you do? Well, you can totally just get some lavender. Actually, I prefer a mix 50-50 of lavender oil and peppermint oil, because peppermint oil has that cooling sensation to it, and lavender helps soothe that red skin. It's amazing. It really helps you guys. Also, you can massage it on the back or to the bottom of your feet, or apply some drops to your pillow at bedtime to help with a more restful sleep. Now, I really like for adults to use Serenity to help aid in restful sleep, because Serenity kind of helps you turn your mind off. You know, when you lay down in bed and you're thinking of 400 different things that you need to be doing, when you use that Serenity, it helps turn your mind off. It is amazing. So if you're looking for something that'll help you that will help give you a more peaceful sleep, then I would definitely suggest Serenity. If you're looking for something to help calm your children down and calm the activity, or maybe you're just overstimulated and you can't calm down before bed, lavender is your go-to. So just wanted to make those two clear. Now, the other thing that we really love about lavender in our house is that you can apply it immediately to help calm a bee sting or a bug bite. My daughters absolutely love lavender for helping with bug bites, especially mosquito bites. It's really amazing how much it really helps take the sting out of it and the swelling goes down. So lemon. I love lemon. You can add a drop of it to honey to soothe a dry, sore throat. It is, oh my gosh, it's so good. We had a little sore throat bug come through a while back, and it really helped with that. Sore throats in the summer are no bueno. You can diffuse it in the room to neutralize odors and to elevate the mood. I really love using this as an odor neutralizer. Like I said, I live on a farm. Some things just don't always smell the best. And so we can just use our lemon oil to help with those smells. I really like using it to clean the kitchen, the counters. I really love using it to clean my shower. It makes my shower smell so good, and it really helps with those hard water spots. I'm amazed at how much it helps. And you can take it internally with water as an antioxidant or as a detoxifier. Nope. Okay. Sorry, just had a few questions from my little peanut gallery here. Melaleuca. Yeah, you.
Where is the lemon oil? No.
Okay, so Melaleuca. Melaleuca is actually a tea tree oil. You can apply it to the skin for blemishes and rashes as part of a daily cleansing routine. Use it to shampoo and conditioner for a healthy scalp and hair. And you can apply it to the feet and toenails after showering or swimming or working out. So Melaleuca is a really good, it's also a really good summer oil. Any type of fungal issues, any mold that you're having, anything like that, Melaleuca is your go-to. If you're having those problems in the garden, let's say you notice that you got a fungus going on in the garden. Now, I mentioned I'm a greenhouse manager before, and one of the things I love about doTERRA essential oils is they are so good to use on plants. They're amazing, and so we actually use them in our greenhouse now. And any fungal issues you're having, really try some Melaleuca. And I suggest, write this down, 10 drops per gallon of water, and then about a teaspoon of soap. I use Castile soap, but you can use, not Joy, Ivory soap is also a good one. It's just a spreader sticker. If you already have a spreader sticker, then you can use that as well. Oregano. Oregano, oh, excuse me, sorry guys, I was trying to pick up my kiddo. Oregano takes several drops in a gel capsule for the periodic immune support. This is really good at helping boost that immune system when it's been kicked down. Now, oregano, one thing I want you guys to really know about oregano is it is a very, very, very hot oil. Do not ever apply it directly to the skin. Always dilute it. Always, always, always dilute it. Or if you're using it on the bottom of your feet, the bottom of your feet can kind of handle it, but for kids, always dilute this oil. It's, you guys, just be on the safe side. Dilute, dilute, dilute. It is amazing. It's a really good oil, and it's something that if you're taking it internally or you're using it, you only want to use it for up to 14 days. Then you want to take a break from it before you start using it again. So it's also really good for your digestive health. Frankincense. Now, frankincense is kind of like the go-to. When in doubt, use frankincense, okay? So if you can use it to clean and dress a minor wound. Let's say that you're out camping and somebody falls down and scrapes up their leg or bangs it up. You can go ahead and apply some frankincense to that. It's going to help that heal faster. You can apply it with a carrier oil for beautiful, radiant skin. You can apply it to the bottom of the feet or use internally to support immune function. It's really good at giving you a boost of, giving your immune system a boost. You can use it with lavender and peppermint to calm stress and headaches. It's really amazing to use with those and really help with that head pain. And when in doubt, use frankincense, you guys. I just can't say it enough. Frankincense is amazing. You know, frankincense, if you're looking at that price sheet right now, it's one of those more pricey oils. But whenever I need it, I wouldn't go without it now. I mean, we always have it with us. But I get it for free using my Loyalty Rewards program points. So if that's something you're interested in, if you want it to start earning it for free, make sure that you contact the person that invited you and find out how that's possible, because let me tell you, I never paid the $70 that it costs for a bottle of frankincense. I always get it for free with my Loyalty Rewards points. It's amazing. I love doTERRA. Okay, deep blue. This is a really good one for summer as well, guys, because this one, you know, you're out doing things you don't normally do out in that summer heat and running around chasing your kiddos. And so you can use this to help with your achy joints or with those sore muscles, you know, the occasional sore muscles after exercising or after chasing your kids around. Or, you know, anytime you get pain, this is your go-to for pain. Now, this is one that you do not want to take internally unless you get the pills that doTERRA has to offer. There is a pill that you can take, but mostly you have the oil. Please stop, that's really hot. Okay. Breathe. Breathe is for respiratory support. Breathe is amazing. So if you're having those seasonal discomforts, you know, this isn't something that you can really go to. You can apply it to the chest and neck to help clear the lungs and sinuses. Diffuse or add to the humidifier at bedtime for a more restful sleep. And you can apply it to the chest or the bottom of the feet for seasonal respiratory discomforts. Okay, Digestion. Digestion is just any tummy issues. I'm just going to make Digestion short and sweet. Tummy issues, digestive issues, anything like that's related to your digestive system, digest Zen. It really helps calm them. This is one that really turned my life around because I had a lot of stomach issues before starting with doTERRA. Okay, Onguard. Now, Onguard is a natural defense. You can diffuse it in the room to eliminate airborne pathogens. It's scientifically proven, you guys. You can look it up on the internet. Sorry, guys, just having a little technical difficulty with some children. You can dilute it in a spray bottle and to clean doorknobs and telephones and other community surfaces. Anything that everybody's touching that gets all the icks, use this to clean it off. You can dilute and gargle with it in morning and night. It is really good for your mouth. We actually have it in a toothpaste, which is amazing. So, yes, the toothpaste is amazing. I never thought I'd be so excited to talk to people about toothpaste before. You cannot do that. Please stop. Okay, so essential oil safety. Now, essential oils, they're very exciting. You can use them in so many ways, but you always want to use them safely. You don't be one of those people that just thinks, oh, it's an oil, it comes from plants, I can do whatever I want with it and it will not hurt me. That's not true. It can hurt you if you're not using it safely. So they're very safe and they're very gentle, but you cannot put them in your eyes, ears, or nose. If you do get them in your eyes, don't freak out. Just grab some oil. And I'm not talking about another essential oil. I'm talking about coconut oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, olive oil, all of those things. Because what happens if you try to use water is that it will actually drive that oil deeper into your eye. And everybody gets essential oils in their eyes. It sucks, but it's just a fact of life. Bless you. Okay, so you just take that oil and you rub it in your eyes and it helps pull it out. Believe me, I know. My daughter, right before a class, has put past tense directly in her eyes. And it's a hot oil. It's not a fun one to have in your eyes. And so we just used that coconut oil and she was done crying in under a minute or maybe 2 minutes at the most. It was crazy fast. If your skin is sensitive, just be safe. Always dilute. You can always dilute with a vegetable oil. It's not going to make them less effective. It's just going to make them safer and easier on your skin. And make sure you follow all the labeled directions. Okay, if it says to only use it aromatically, only use that oil aromatically. If it says A, T, and I, that means you can use it aromatically, topically, and internally. So neat means it does not have to be diluted, but if you have sensitive skin, always go ahead and dilute. If it has this big red D, always dilute before applying it topically. Oregano would have that big red D, and I told you guys to always dilute with oregano. So for those of you who have essentials you're wanting to try, get ready for some amazing deals. doTERRA has some amazing deals going on in July. I am so excited, and you guys, since this is July 1st, you're going to be some of the first to hear about them.
And I'm before.
You're going to be one of the first ones too. That's right. We're super excited about them around our house. But first of all, there's 4 different ways to purchase essential oils. You can be a purchaser and somebody that buys them retail. And you simply just choose some oils and you pay that retail price. If you're looking at that price sheet, there's a retail price and a wholesale price. So this would be the retail price. But that's 25% above wholesale. And really, the wholesale membership, I mean, who really wants to pay retail anyways, right? Who doesn't want a good deal? So if you're a saver, then you want to sign up with a wholesale membership. You save 25% on all purchases. So you pay a $35 enrollment fee, then you get everything at the wholesale price. When you sign up with a wholesale membership, it does not make you do not have any obligations to ever buy again. You do not have any obligations to sell the oils. This is just you getting a good savings, because doTERRA wants everybody to have these oils in their household because it's empowering and it's helpful, and they want the best quality for everybody. And so that's why they do the wholesale account the way that they do. Now, you can pay that $35 enrollment fee and just pick out a few oils off of that sheet, or you can enroll with an enrollment kit, and that $35 enrollment fee is then waived. So this is one of the best choices you can make, is just go ahead and get an enrollment kit. What doTERRA has done is they've bundled together the most commonly used oils and made them cheaper. And that $35 enrollment fee is then waived, so it makes everything super cheap. So it's the best way to get started. There's several different kits. Talk to the person that invited you to this class tonight, and they will help you pick out the kit that works best for your family and help you get the best savings possible. Now, if you have been sitting through this class thinking, oh my gosh, I should have invited Uncle John and Betty Sue and my best friend Olivia to this class, well, you are leaning towards a sharer. That's somebody who has a wholesale account and wants to share the oils with other people. Now, in the month of July and August, do you remember I told you how exciting it was? In the month of July and August, when you're sharing with enough people, when you're sharing with at least 4 people, then you are getting the much sought after jasmine oil. Now, this is an oil that we don't even sell through doTERRA because it's really hard to find high quality jasmine plants. And so we only have a limited amount that we can offer. And so we just don't sell it. So the only way for you to get it is to earn it. And that's the way you can earn it this month and next month, is if you get 4 people to enroll to get the wholesale account with you. That doesn't mean they have to buy monthly. It just means that they have a wholesale account and they start with at least 100 PV, which is close to $100. Then you get a free, absolutely free jasmine. Now, if you get 7 people, then you get the much sought after rose oil. And the rose oil, it actually takes like thousands of plants to make a vial of rose oil. So that's why it's really expensive, and it is something we don't even sell. So the only way for you to get it is if you get 7 people to enroll with you this month, in between this month and next month, sorry. You have until August 31st, from today till August 31st, to get 7 people to do it with you, and then you're going to get that rose oil. Now, what if you want the rose and jasmine? You can do that too. You can do that. Hey, girls, be careful. You can do that by getting 11 people to sign up with wholesale accounts with you. Okay? And so you get 11 people to sign. Hey, girls, I'm speaking, okay? Thank you. Sorry. So when you get 11 people to sign up with you, then you get the jasmine. Oh my goodness. Let me just blur those 2 words together. You get the rose and jasmine absolutely free. It's incredible. And you're saving your friends money, right? You're sharing a product that's going to empower them, and it's going to benefit you as well. It's amazing. It's win, 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 win. So it's really good. Hey, girls, you cannot stop. Talk. You can go to the other room if you need to talk. Okay, sorry guys. And then the third person to get involved is a builder. And we are always looking for more people to join our team. We are actually on an incredible team. They put hundreds of thousands of dollars back into their business every year, and we benefit from it. We get education nobody else gets. We get incentives nobody else gets because it's only for our team. And so if you're interested in building a business and really taking this sharing to the next level, where you're going to spread the word about natural health care and about essential oils like wildfire, then you should be a builder. And you should talk to the person that invited you to this class right away, because We want to help you. We want to get you started, and we will give you the best mentoring that doTERRA has to offer. We are very big on mentoring. We are very big on education, and we'd love to have you join our team. So those are the 4 different ways to get involved. Now, when you purchase this month, the 4 flavor oils are still in effect. So you can get you can get spearmint, tangerine, cumin, and dill. Absolutely free when you place a 200 PV order this month. So that's really exciting too. Those are also oils you can't buy. So if you want oils you can't even buy, then this is the month to get involved with doTERRA, okay? All right. Well, if you guys don't, I'm going to switch over now and see if anybody has any questions. Sorry, it's going to look really funky here in just a second. Okay. I don't see that there are any questions right now. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. You guys, please get in contact with the people that invited you if you have any questions at all. Or if you can't get a hold of them, feel free to get a hold of me and I will help you get in touch with them. Or if I'm the person that invited you, of course, I will get in touch with you and make sure that you're getting all your questions answered. Please join us next week. I'm going to be having an Essential Oils 102. And it's really going to dive into, today we kind of covered the basics of what the different oils are used for. Next week, I'm really going to dive into how to use those essential oils in your daily life to really help benefit you and your family. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I told you it was going to be short and sweet for the quick and for the very busy mom. So I got it right about 40 minutes, a little bit longer than what I planned on. But I hope that everybody has a very good evening. And if you have any questions, you can always feel free to comment on the Facebook page.